and good day. My name is Jürgen Steinmetz from eTurboNews, and this is a breaking news update. For more news updates and shows, please go to youtube.com/travel news group. youtube.com/travel news group. Here's our update.
Skal Asia bucks COVID trend with stellar growth. The 51st Skal Asia Area Annual General Meeting (AGM) was conducted online and was graced by a dazzling array of Skal stars who turned up eager to hear news of this year's happenings and the plans for driving post-COVID recovery. During the Zoom pre-meeting period, warm friendly hellos and genuine joy was expressed at seeing friends not met for so many months of COVID-enforced lockdown. The virtual meeting was attended by 6 of the 8 members of Skal's Managing Executive Board (EB). Apologies were received from Director Annette Cardenas and CEO Daniela Otero, who were both traveling. Skal International's Executive Board. Past world presidents and past Asian presidents turned out in a fantastic show of support for Asia. The list of senior Skal executives who joined were President Bursan Turkan, USA, Vice President Juan Stetta, Mex, Vice President Julia Aslantis, Tur, Director Denise Scrafton, Aus, Director Marja Ila Kaskanen, Finn, International Skal Council, ISC, President Julie DeBali Scott, Ken, SIPP Levon Whitman, 2019, ZA, SIPP Peter Morrison, 2020, NZ, SIPP Uzi Yalin, 1994, ISR, SIPP Richard Hawkins, 2000, SG, SIAAPP Muhammad Bouzizi BHR, SIAAPP Jerry Perez Gum, SIAAPP Jason Samuel In, SIAAPP Jano Muawad BHR, and SIAAPP Sanjay Datta In. The chair acknowledged and welcomed National Presidents Karl Vaz, In, Wolfgang Grimm, Th., and Representatives Dr. Elton Tan, Ph., Yoshiataka Bito, J.P., and James Cheng T.W., along with Secretariat Joan Bechard, Mu, and former SA Sec Arun Raghavan, In. The meeting host, Asia President Andrew J. Wood, opened the meeting with a warm welcome and quickly introduced Madam President Bursan Turkan, who in the time-honored Skal tradition offered the Skal toast. Afterwards there followed the Skal hymn. Full details of all the proceedings and the excellent speech and presentation of President Bursan can be found on the YouTube link. During the Asia President's report, it was learned that through sponsorship, club activity, and input driven by the national committees, membership in Asia had grown 10.29% despite losing a few clubs to the pandemic. President Andrew also announced the Asia Congress will now take place in Phuket, May 1-4, 2023, at the 4 Points by Sheraton, Patong Bay, Phuket. He also announced that the mid-term SA board meeting would also take place on the island in November to check progress. Skal Asia will move its financial center to Singapore from Spain as soon as arrangements are finalized. Thereafter invoicing for Skal clubs would switch from euros to SG dollars. Expanding on the growth in membership, Skal Asia leader, Andrew J. Wood said, "For membership, we have been paying a great deal of attention to how the Asian area could help and support our 5 national committees and 41 clubs throughout the 15 countries that today makes up the Skal Asian area. I am pleased to say that we have been very successful with our Project 3000 campaign with a target to raise membership in Asia to 3,000 plus members and have seen fantastic support in all sectors with growth in active and young Skal membership, and our clubs have supported Director Shalini and Asia's Project 3000 with substantial numbers of young students, including a record number in Kolkata, now the world's largest Skal grouping of young Skaligs with 177 members, an outstanding achievement." Wood went on to say, "It is also pleasing to see that Kolkata is also bidding for the 2024 Skal World Congress, which will be a world-class event and possibly the best-attended Skal World Congress of the decade." President Andrew at home in Bangkok prior to chairing the 51st SA AGM virtual. The awards presentations were led by past President Richard Hawkins, chairman of the International Panel of Judges, consisting of Uzi Yalin, Jerry Perez, and Jason Samuel. The winners were announced after careful deliberations in the weeks prior to the AGM. The following were winners of the 3 SA Awards 2022. Goa won Club of the Year, reflecting their tremendous efforts once again this year. Skal Asia's Personality of the Year 2022 was awarded to SIAA Secretary Shekhar Devidkar, In, for his contributions to Skal. Goa won the Young Skal Best Club Award 2022 building on last year's equally impressive performance. Congratulations to SI Bahrain who won the bid for the 2024 Asia Congress, with an outstanding value package that was fully inclusive of all meals and gala dinners, hotels, transfers, free visas and net prices. The Congress date will most likely be late May 2024. Bahrain back in 2017 was famous for promoting single or twin room rates per room not per person and with no single supplements, effectively having the cost of attendance for two delegates sharing one room. They have repeated a similar offer for the Congress in 2024. The Bahrain bid aims to keep prices affordable in a post-COVID world, and it allows bringing a spouse or partner included in the package. It also allowed less affluent Skalids to share the room and spirit of Skal. Finally, SA Director of Membership and Retention, Dushi Jayawira, announced the awards for membership growth were presented to Kolkata, Trivandrum, and Bombay. National President Thailand Wolfgang Grimm gave a heartfelt vote of thanks which went down very well with all attendees, and shortly afterwards, SA President Andrew declared the meeting closed at 16:29 hours Thailand time. More news about Skal.
Thank you for listening to our news update. There's more on youtube.com/travel news group, or you can read us, of course, in going to our news portal at eTurboNews.com or travelnews.online.